As we'll see, the Miami, Ohio RedHawks. The Broncos will kick it away to start us off. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Miami, Ohio's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. And the RedHawks line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. So Western Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like,
breaks into the open. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And the Broncos, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Got some room in under the goal line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Broncos! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Pulls it, fired complete. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
First down for the offense.
They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking downfield, it's Finn. Caught in the backfield, it's Tracy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Perry. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The RedHawks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The free safety timed his rush perfectly on the blitz, and they come up with the sack.
Yeah, and the free safety usually stays deep and plays coverage, plays in the middle of the field, but they spin him down, bring him in a blitz. You could tell, caught the offense off guard, and he gets the quarterback and gets the sack.
And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Third down coming up.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, we'll see what this RedHawks offense can get done this time. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Tracy. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking for a man, it's Lowry. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And now on second down for this offense. Off play action. Going deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's out.
Now the toss. Look out, he's got room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Broncos with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
To throw, it's Lowry. Get it out on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Finn. Sets up the screen. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the RedHawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes. Inside. Touchdown, RedHawks. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Lowry. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Heaves it on the run. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Here's a heat. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Can't get him to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Broncos will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The play-action fake. That's reeled in. It's Reynolds. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw, it's Finn. Finds his big tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Fires one high and deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The RedHawks will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
On the run, it's Buckley. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They kick it away on 4th down. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Miami, Ohio has it back. The RedHawks offense heads to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the RedHawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got it behind the line. It's Reynolds. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Back to pass, it's Finn. Catch in the middle, it's Tracy. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The RedHawks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
And the defense getting in the backfield quick, fast, and in a hurry. There was nowhere to run with that football. Nice penetration by this defensive line.
Yeah, and a nice job, too, of not getting out of their lanes, right? When you're on offense, you're running a draw. You're trying to make it look like pass, getting those big fellas up front defensively, trying to salivate to get the QB, but they weren't.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Bringing the heat. Unleashes one. Working that left side. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
The Broncos decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what this RedHawks offense can get done this time. And the veteran presence is obvious for this senior behind center. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38, and it'll be first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Back to throw, it's Lowry. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air, it's Finn. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen. He's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the RedHawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The RedHawks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabs it inside the 10. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Lowry. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Miles. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miles. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Broncos, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll keep it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Lowry. Oh, they're after him! And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Right down the boulevard. That brings them to within 1.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And the RedHawks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Lowry. Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Brooks. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll give it to the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Lowry. Gets it out quickly. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The give on the inside. Hard running there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The RedHawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing, and again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. After run, now throw. Complete to the right. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the RedHawks are rolling down the field. It's a draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go to the draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to pass, it's Finn. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The RedHawks will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
He'll do it himself. Touchdown, RedHawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They marched 72 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just never seemed to get settled, and I think that's what forced the inaccurate throw and incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Lowry. Got out of trouble and throws. Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Plucks it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Brooks. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude, keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Makes the catch, it's Brooks. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Miami, Ohio has it back. The RedHawks offense heads to the field. Pulls it in. It's Tracy.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the RedHawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Looking to throw, it's Finn. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
The RedHawks are moving quickly down the field. Creates a little space.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught over the middle, it's Perry. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Miami, Ohio, 31. Western Michigan, 26.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Looking to throw, it's Finn. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Sometimes you'll hear guys derisively say, well, he just piles up numbers. When the number gets close to 450, that's worth doing.
And that's why they throw it as much as they do, because they've got a difference maker playing the quarterback position. He gives them a chance to be explosive and light up the scoreboard.
Grab behind the line, it's Reynolds. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Shoots it to the left. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Broncos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Broncos are flying down the field. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Drag down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Run play with the quarterback. Loses 2. Brings up 2nd down.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Here comes the heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback. It's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush. Sometimes it's a 3-man rush. Sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reynolds. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Caught in the backfield. It's Tracy. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the RedHawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Finn. Catch in the middle, it's Tracy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The RedHawks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got it, looking for the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Off the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
And the RedHawks will punt this one away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Dropping back, it's Lowry. Gets it to him on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Brooks. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Quickly complete. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
Trying to get it to the marker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see what this RedHawks offense can get done this time. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. A most impressive outing. It's as if he's seeing things before they happen, and he has the numbers and the scores to prove it.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. To throw, it's Finn. He's got the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The RedHawks have it with a 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
A strike downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the RedHawks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that run. Now
on the option. Now the toss. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pop the draw. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and on 3rd and goal, they're saying, hey, we're still going to try to power this football and run it. Obviously haven't had success. Now getting to 4th and goal. Now it's a situation. Do I kick the field goal? Do I feel comfortable running the football? Or do I need to throw this thing?
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Back to throw, it's Lowry. Gets it to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He gets out of bounds and, more importantly, picks up the 1st down. Clock stopped as the drive continues. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Brooks. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game.
Miami, Ohio, 38. Western Michigan, 33.